Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're going to be doing a super quick art journal layout, which basically involves doing three things. So this is working in the 6x6 Dina Wakley mixed media journal, and I'm just going in with three colours of Dina Wakley paints: night, marine and a little bit of lapis, I think. And just with a really watery paintbrush, I'm going through and mixing this. So basically I sort of want this dark background happening, so it looks like a night sky. Again, you can see me adding a fair amount of water to my paint just to mix it together and to make it look almost like watercolour. Now the great thing about this Dina Wakley journal is because the paper is so thick, so I think it's 128 gram paper, it can take an awful lot of water, unlike the cotton rag paper in the original journal. So if you want to do watercolor techniques or use a lot of media with water in it, I'd certainly suggest investing in one of these little journals. Plus they're so damn cute to work in. So I'm just going in with my heat gun and drying this. And on the left hand side you can see this striped piece of paper. Now this has come from the Dina Wakley Collage Collective book, which is basically a book full of Dina's artwork that she's put together to for you to cut out, use in whatever way, shape, form you like. And I have to admit I had to buy two of these journals just to get brave enough to actually break into it, because I just adore her artwork. So it has worked for me. I have been actually breaking into it and using it. So just to get that night sky happening in the background, I've just got some white acrylic ink and a fan brush and just splattered that over the top. Now you always see a top down version of my desk. If you ever have a look at the pens which sit behind it, all my pens are splattered white and black because I don't have a splatter guide up. I really possibly should think about it, but it just makes everything look well used, so I'm happy with that. I'm just going in and drying the acrylic ink because it does take a little while to dry, but not too long, especially if you've got a heat gun. And then I'm going in with this torn piece of paper. So I had this sitting, I'd used some of the other pieces of it for something else, and I had this piece sitting there and I wanted to use it because I really love the colours in it. I'm just going in with some gel medium, being quite generous with it. The pages in the Collage Collective come in two weights, so there's a papery weight one, slightly heavier than paper weight, and then a cardboard version of the same. So you do get two images in different weights. So I'm just gluing that into the book and sealing it down. Excuse me. Just being careful, particularly as it went across the fold in my journal, just to make sure that it was really well glued down. I'm putting a little bit of gel medium over the top because I'm now adding this silhouette. And this is a silhouette from Scrap FX, which is an Australian company which does amazingly fine detailed laser cuts, and they specialize in chipboard and stamps and stencils, but they also do these beautiful silhouettes which are paper that you can glue down into your books. And I just loved this tree bird. It really appealed to me, that sort of silhouette. So I've been quite generous with the gel medium to glue over the top of it. Because it's such a fine image, I just want to make sure that it would stay there. And because the gel medium dries clear, I'm not concerned about those cloudy bits around it. Now, I was having a real struggle with this page because I really loved it, but it was just so simple. And for those people who've followed my channel for a while will notice I tend to not do simple. I tend to keep going and going and going. So to try and be restrained on this page, or to not do anything else to it, took a lot for me. And particularly the fact it took, without a joke, 12 minutes from start to end to do this page, even to come up with the idea. It was super quick to complete. So yeah, I just have this, have I actually done anything if it takes that amount of time to do it? But it was something that I really loved. So these are the Tim Holtz quote chips, which I really like, but again I always peel off the chipboard part of it and just use the quote on top. The reason for that is because I'm using these a lot in my journals. I don't want anything too bulky in my journal, just because I know I'm going to add, I don't remove pages like some people do from their journals, so I want it to be as least bulky as possible, or less bulky, sorry, as possible. So I'm just gluing it in using the Connect glue from Gina K. See possibilities everywhere, adventure awaits, and I just like that sci-fi geek in me. It kind of reminded me of this tear in the space-time continuum. You know, you've got this night sky and this beautiful colours coming through. So you'll see in the final image, to continue with that theme, I actually drew around the edges with a white Stabilo pencil to sort of give that torn away effect, that it's opening up into those colourful strips. So this is the final page. It was so easy to do but so much fun. I really adore it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye for now.